My Story Edition.
He threatened divorce for 9 years. My story goes like this. But first, I believe that the sooner you notice and recognize a pattern, the better, because then you will not squander 11 years of your life as I did, only to discover that the situation was irreversible. But before you draw any conclusions, listen to my story. I tell you, anyone who has these 3 words on the tip of their tongue, separation, divorce, and leaving, believe they have the power in the relationship. They perceive the other person to be either dependent on them or to be afraid of abandonment. It was the latter for me, because I began to believe that I was unlovable and unwanted. By allowing me to be a part of his life, my husband felt he was doing me a favor. What a hero he is.
Your trip won't always go to plan, but your connection can. Get eSIMs for over 200 countries and regions at affordable local rates to avoid expensive roaming fees and switching SIM cards. AIRALO. Stay connected wherever you travel.
What did you think about the story? Share your thoughts below. Thank you for watching. Back to the story.
For so long, I put up with my husband threatening to leave me. In fact, whenever my husband threatened to leave, I would apologize for offending him, even though I had not offended him. I would then beg him to stay. He would say, "Tell me, why should I stay with you? Why do I need you in my life when I can cook, clean, and earn well, and we don't have children?" I'm crying rivers by this point and telling him, "Because we love each other, and I believe we can be happy if we get over silly arguments." He would say, "So far, you haven't been able to make any changes. I made the mistake of marrying you, and now I'm stuck with an unbearable person like you." According to him, I created the problems. When this happened, something in me broke down, bit by bit. I felt more aloof, more insecure, like I had to tread carefully to avoid a fight. But I'm an opinionated person. If I remain quiet, my body language will reveal my disappointment. But even that wasn't enough for him. I remember being excited on my birthday anniversary and wanting it to be a little special. But he made sure it was special enough. He threatened to leave me and said he would not live with me any longer. So it was either he or I. As usual, I broke down, pleading and inquiring. He went on to explain, "I want you to suffer because you made me suffer by being in this marriage." I stayed and sacrificed my self-esteem in order to be in this loveless, abusive marriage. There are some happy memories, and it is those that hurt the most. I was disappointed that we could not make it work, and the mistakes we made but didn't learn from. But were either of our disagreements or faults so significant that the other threatened divorce constantly? No. Furthermore, if the desire to divorce is so great, one should pursue it rather than this emotional abuse. There was no affection or regard. Either I was blind or I lacked the courage to see it. I was brainwashed to believe I'm such a horrible person and he's doing me a favor by allowing me to be a part of his life. We don't have children. I made and still make good money, so I wasn't reliant on him in any way. But I really truly wanted it to work. But after years of hearing he wants to leave me and that we aren't right for each other, something had to give. I am currently rebuilding my life from the ground up. You have one life. You can either be happy, peaceful, loved, or live a life of conflict, insecurity, and sadness. Please choose wisely. Tell us your story below. It might help others.